Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumanzing. Topping our newscast tonight, a major change in the way that emergency passports are processed is causing a lot of concern locally. Late last week, local officials were contacted by the U.S. Department of State with information that could mean added expense to U.S. citizens without passports and who have a sudden need to travel internationally. News 2's April Knight has details.
If you're a U.S. citizen living in the Virgin Islands needing to get a passport right away, the recent policy change on obtaining emergency passports is bad news. On Friday, the U.S. Department of State told a delegate to Congress and the Lieutenant Governor that applicants for emergency passports can no longer go to these local offices.
This does not apply to every passport. This is just for emergency passports.
The Lieutenant Governor's Passport Division used to accept the applications and forward them to the Miami Passport Agency. Now, applicants have to travel all the way to San Juan in Puerto Rico.
The very fact that a decision was made, effective immediately, as a matter of courtesy, the State Department should have contacted the delegate's office prior to a decision being made.
According to the State Department, mailing applications and their supporting documents has become risky.
Statement about security risk, I don't like. I think it's just a justification to move the processing to Puerto Rico. If our residents have to travel to Puerto Rico for the issuance of the passport, that revenue is now transferred to Puerto Rico.
This change in policy means applicants would have to spend money on plane tickets, transport while in Puerto Rico, and other miscellaneous expenses, a burden that the delegate and the lieutenant governor said they're aware of and intend to lighten for applicants.
We're working very hard on that. The passport office in the lieutenant governor's office and my office have been working very closely to try to reach a resolution.
But it's uncertain when that relief will come. Until then, Puerto Rico is the closest option for emergency passport applicants. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Delegate Christensen emphasizes that this new policy only affects emergency passport applications. All other types of passports can still be processed through the local lieutenant governor's passport division offices. Senator Kenneth Gittens expressed his dismay about the special session that was called by Governor John DeYoung on Monday to address borrowing funds for working capital and to amend Act 7453 regarding the Pauley Joseph Stadium. He said there was no consideration for preparation and there was another session already on the agenda.
The administration habitually submits these critical requests at the last minute and not allowing us sufficient time to analyze the information given. We as a legislature must do due diligence in these reviews, especially as we have seen in the past that the administration have not been forthcoming with a number of information. As you may have seen or heard, based on the actions of the Senate, we are in support of our hospitals and we are in support of economic growth and recovery.
On Tuesday, the Department of Public Works asked the St. Thomas Coastal Zone Management Committee to approve a revised permit that would allow Public Works to make major changes to Veterans Drive on Waterfront. One of the most significant changes in the new plan would divert traffic around the legislature, making the road between Legislature and Fort Christian a pedestrian road. The lanes would also be expanded from 9 feet to 11 feet. The number of lanes would increase to 4. Now, the public has 7 days to comment since the application was submitted, and the committee has 30 days to respond to Public Works' request. In our Crime Stoppers report this week, your help is needed as investigations continue for the following crime reports. On St. Thomas, Saturday, July 5th at 2:30 a.m., police say a man pulled over at Rappoon Hill dumpster to throw out his bottles. A vehicle pulled up adjacent to his vehicle before he was able to get out. Someone in the second vehicle fired several gunshots at him. The victim had to be treated for his injuries. Meanwhile, over on St. John on July 10th, police responded to a burglary at Colombo Smoothie Stand in Estate Carolina. The business was left locked and secured, according to reports, the night before at 6 p.m. and was discovered broken into the next morning at 8:30. Several items stolen from the business include a stereo, CD player, and several bottles of water. Be sure to go online or call 1-800-222-TIPS. You can also text USVI plus your message to crimes at 274-637. All three of these methods will keep you anonymous. Remember, if your tip leads to an arrest or the recovery of stolen property, illegal drugs, or weapons, you will receive a cash reward to be paid according to your instructions. Well, as we reported on Thursday, we have an update for you on a bone marrow drive for 4-year-old Michaela Francois. We reported last year in June she was diagnosed in January with a rare blood disorder called Fanconi anemia and needed a marrow transplant in order to ultimately survive. Michaela's parents, Tino and Tamara Francois, are ecstatic because they were not matches, and bone marrow drives were held on St. Thomas, St. Croix, and the U.S. Now, the good news, a match has been found.
As of right now, Michaela and I, we live here in North Carolina. We have decided to have her transplanted in Cincinnati, Ohio, since they do have a more comprehensive care center that specializes in what we have, the Fanconi anemia. And so at this point, she has like the bone marrow transplant workup, and that's scheduled for August the 4th. I'm not sure if the donor came out from, one of the drives that was held, or it was someone, that just got registered on the registry through another drive. They didn't provide us with that information. We wouldn't even know if the donor is somebody from the Virgin Islands or, domestically here in the States until maybe like a year later if the donor, wants to meet us and, we agree to meet with the donor. At that point, we will find out. I want to thank everyone that came out to join the registry, everyone that came out from St. Thomas, St. Croix, people that wanted to make it but couldn't. It's not too late. You might not be able to help Michaela, but anyone in need, you could join the registry through bethematch.com.
Award-winning multimedia journalist, director, and producer Natafa Romain has embarked on a journey to explore the talents and success of people from the United States Virgin Islands. USVI Ambassadors with Natafa Romain is set to premiere on CBS TV2 on July 19th. Natafa Romain has teamed up with the USVI Department of Tourism to tell stories of U.S. Virgin Islanders who are true ambassadors to the territory. You can look forward to in-depth interviews with key players from the world of business, entertainment, art, and sports, who all call the U.S. Virgin Islands home.
USVI Ambassadors is about us. It's about Virgin Islanders stateside and around the world who are doing well in their respective industries, from entertainment to sports to business. We have a gamut of folks from the territory who are making a tremendous mark in their respective industries. We have so many folks from the Virgin Islands who are doing so many major things. It's a really good time to be from the Virgin Islands because there's nothing but Virgin Islands pride that is emanating across the world. So the USVI Ambassadors program was actually an initiative that was started with the Department of Tourism a few years back. They were beginning again in the fall, I believe, of 2013 to kind of kick the campaign back up. I had the show idea, which features Virgin Islanders. So it kind of worked and went hand in hand, really. And what the USVI Ambassadors program does is it's a grassroots way of marketing and promoting the territory with our own people, because who knows Virgin Islands better than Virgin Islanders? It feels great to bring the show back to the U.S. Virgin Islands and also to bring the show back to CBS TV2. CBS TV2 is a place I called home for over 12 years, and it's a place that's near and dear to my heart. And from the inception of the show, I always envisioned bringing it back home and having TV2 as a platform to air it.
Again, USVI Ambassadors with Natafa Romain premieres on Saturday, July 19th at 7:30 p.m. only on CBS TV2. Tourism Commissioner Beverly Nicholson-Doty says that they started the Tourism Ambassadors program a few years ago to not only connect with Virgin Islanders abroad, but also to enlist their support in promoting the territory. So we look forward to that. Turning our attention overseas, international outrage over the downing of a commercial airliner in Ukraine is growing. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting at the White House. President Obama said, quote, This tragedy should draw everyone's attention. President Obama says there is evidence a surface-to-air missile brought down Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 and that the missile was fired from an area controlled by Russian-backed separatists in Ukraine. The president is calling for a credible international investigation. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin blames the tragedy on Ukraine, saying Kiev is responsible for the unrest in the country. Russia also questioned why Ukraine would allow commercial planes to fly over the war-torn nation. Today's CBS News also learned that at least one American was on the flight. Be sure to tune into CBS Evening News at 7:30 for more on the Malaysia airline crash. Keeping our eye on the economy, Kia is recalling nearly 52,000 small SUVs. Kia Souls from the 2014 model year, but built from July of last year through January of this year, are all affected. The Korean automaker says steering assembly problems could cause a driver to lose control. So far, there have been no reports of crashes or injuries. Here's a look at the New York Stock Exchange with our stock market watch. The Dow, Nasdaq, S&P all up. The Dow 123, Nasdaq 68, S&P 20. Coming up on News 2, our Summer Fun segment has a lot lined up to keep you busy. Plus, some very young students were treated to some local live entertainment. We'll have more on that and a snorkel clinic. All the details coming up. Well, summer is a great time to hang out on the beach. Do you know how to swim? Well, we always have to keep safety in mind, and that is why the St. Croix Environmental Association is holding some free public snorkel clinics. Anyone from school age to adult is welcome to attend. You will learn safety demonstrations, beach activities, and equipment will be provided. That's Saturday, July 19th from 10 a.m. to 12, south of Sandcastles on the beach. You can call 773-1989 for more information. Registration is not required. The Virgin Islands Department of Agriculture, in partnership with farmers and value-added processors, inviting the community to attend the second annual Virgin Fresh Value Added Vendorama. The primary goal of this event is to showcase vendors and locally made processed or packaged food items. The event is also designed to encourage the increased production, sale, and consumption of locally produced value-added agricultural products. Items for sale will include jams, jellies, sauces, herbal condiments or seasoning, fruit juices, smoothies, cakes, tarts, and other pastries, honey, sugarcane, and much more. Now on St. Thomas, the market day will be held on Saturday, July 19th at the Sanderilla Thomas Bungalow in the Rothschild Francis Market Square. And on St. Croix, it's at the Rudolph Schalterbrand Agriculture Complex on Saturday, July 26th. Both market day events will be held from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Well, here's some entertainment news. St. Thomian Marrow has written and produced a number of reggae and calypso hits, but his R&B single, Love Like This, premiered on BET's 106 & Park yesterday. It features New York songstress Yobi. Marrow's big step was when he was signed to E1 Entertainment, a large independent label. The video features many scenes of St. Thomas. We caught up with Marrow.
I was actually the one that decided that I wanted to shoot my video on St. Thomas, you know, because the label and everybody wanted to do it in the States and here and there. And I was like, hey, I have a beautiful island, and I wanted to shoot my first video on St. Thomas. I just decided to take a jump from our culture of music, you know, calypso, that, because I'm used to that, you know, so I wanted to just branch off to something else and get myself, like, known, you know, worldwide, you know what I'm saying? And I just decided to do that basically by jumping to doing R&B music, different genres of music, and that's basically what happened, you know. I have a lot of features with a lot of different celebrities and stuff like that, you know, but the label, you know, as far as the label, they wanted to just put my first thing out, the first single, get everybody used to Mario Abrams, and then, you know, after that, you guys going to see everything just coming out. Everything is just going to be coming out, you know, because I've been working. Shout out to Dreams Management, Troy Titley, Kyle Garnett, you know. They stepped that up because I was actually in St. Thomas when all of that happened. was at St. Thomas, and then the next thing I know, I was out in New York signing papers to a label, you know. Honestly, I'm getting a whole lot of great feedback from everyone, everywhere, and, you know, I appreciate all the love from everybody and all the support.
Well, it was a party for cause at Waterfront on Friday where dozens of children and youth ages 7 to 16 gathered to the theme VIY Express, or Virgin Islands Youth Respect, part of a summer program organized by Alan Buckingham. The event included a youth concert featuring international recording artist Carib Tribe and gospel rap artist Ronaldo Williams. The young ones also got a chance to show off their skills on the dance floor, all in the spirit of promoting respect and appreciation for the youth of the territory. Innovative companies hosted the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce Business After Hours event on Thursday at the Innovative Business Center atrium. Many were in attendance as members of the St. Thomas St. John Chamber of Commerce, and innovative companies hosted the event. Many took advantage of the opportunity to network and learn more about ongoing innovative projects as well as plans for the future. There was live entertainment, gift bags, door prizes, and much, much more. Be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.